Hello student, today we are going to cover new topic, that is C++ classes and objects. So let's start with this topic. First we are going to cover C++ classes. Okay, what are the uses of C++ classes and what is syntax for C++ class? So first, the purpose of the C++ class. The main purpose of C++ programming is to add object oriented feature to C program. Okay, so as you all know, there are four pillars for object oriented programming. First, we can say polymorphism, one name many form. Second, inheritance, we can inherit the object from the parents. Third, abstraction, hiding data. And fourth, encapsulation. We already cover this topic. I have shared one video about the inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, all these four pillars. Go and watch that video so you can understand what are these four pillar for object oriented programming. So to insert this feature object oriented, the class play important role in this. Also, classes are the central feature of C++. So we can say the class in C++ is a main feature of C++ language, or we can say it is a heart of C++ that support the object oriented programming. And the class is also called as a user defined type. So in case of online MCQ question, that this question may become, so what is class? It is a user defined type. If you want to elaborate a class definition, then a class is defined as a collection of data and function, method or procedure in the same structure. So in short, we can say a class is a collection of data. Data means variables and the functions. So here we already saw the functions in C++. So function is the same. We can call function as a method. Some call it as a method, some call it as a procedure. So remember this. If external ask you about the procedure, method or function, that all these three things are the same. So remember this point. Now we are going to understand the C++ class structure. Okay, so it contains two parts. First part we can say class head and second is class body. So in class head, there is a keyword present in C++. It is called as class. Class is a keyword present in C++. And then you have to follow by the class name. The syntax for declaration, you have to use class declaration is class and followed by the, you have to follow class name. So this is the syntax for the declaration of class. And in body, there are different parameter present. First is data members or variables. Then second, collection of member functions, or we can say method or procedure. Okay, and last there is a access specifier present. Okay, so we shortly going to see what are the access specifier or access control in your C++ class. So this is the structure of C++ class. It head contain class keyword, then followed by the class name, and body contain the data members and functions along with the access specifiers. Here are some practical example how to define class in C++. As you know, syntax is you have to write keyword class followed by the class name. So you can write any class name in this, then open curly bracket, then in curly bracket you have to write down the various permission labels, then members, data member, functions, okay, and close the curly bracket, and at the end you have to give a semicolon. So don't forget this semicolon. If you forget, then it give error to your program. So in this body part, this is your head part and this is your body part. Body part, as you know, it contains the variables and the functions. Remember, here function is also called as a procedure, or we can say it is also called as a procedure, function and methods. Also there are permission label present. So there are three types of permission label present: private, protected and public. So here is another example for class definition. So in this, class is a keyword and the cat is a class name, and there is a access specifier private is mentioned. Then there is a variable declaration unsigned int its age. Its age is a variable name. Then unsigned int its weight. Its weight again a variable. So these are the private access specifier. And in public there is a one method is mentioned. Here meow is a method name present in the cat class. So in this way we can declare a class. Syntax is same. First you have to define class keyword, then class name, then open curly bracket, then use access specifier private, public or protected, and then you can use a methods. Class contain variables and methods. Now we are going to understand what are the access specifier present in C++. All of you know a class. Suppose this is a class. Class contain a variable and the methods. So as you know, the encapsulation principle apply to a class. So what happen in encapsulation? We are encapsulating data into, we can say, in one structure. So for the encapsulation, these access specifier are important. So we are going to study one by one what is the role of this access specifier. First is your private access specifier. So a private member within the class denote that only member of the same class have accessibility, and the private members is inaccessible from outside the class. Now let's understand through practical how private specifier works. Suppose you are having two classes here, class A and class B, and here you mention private and int A, okay, and here you mention int B. And suppose you want to access this int A into this class. If you make it private, then you can't access this variable into the class B because you make it private, means you are encapsulated this variable into this particular structure. So but it can access within the class. Okay, so within the class it is accessible, private member accessible within the class but not the outside the class. So if you create a private member, then it is access to within the class only, outside class it is not accessible. Now consider second access specifier, public. So public access specifier are accessible from outside the class, but here is one condition, only through class object. Now again consider same example, class A and class. You have defined class A and class B, and here you mention a variable A and here variable B, but now here we mention a public. Previously we mentioned private, but now we are mention access specifier, that is public A. So if you want to access this variable to this class, you can access, but here its condition is only through class object. So first you have to make a object of class A, then and then you can access into a class B. Now consider third access specifier, that is protected. So protected access specifier is a stage between private and the public access. If member function defined in a class are protected, they cannot be accessed from outside the class but can be accessed from the derived class. So you can access through derived class. So what is derived class? When we are going to see the inheritance concept, then you get detailed understanding about the derived class. So right now most important is two access specifier, private and public. So protected access specifier we are covering later. So right now two access specifier important, प्राइवेट एंड पब्लिक. अगर आपने प्राइवेट एक्सेस स्पेसिफायर यूज़ किया है तो विद इन क्लास ही आप उसे एक्सेस कर सकते हो, जो भी वेरिएबल आपने डिफाइन किया है प्राइवेट में. अगर आपने पब्लिक किया तो आउटसाइड क्लास आप एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, लेकिन कंडीशन क्या है, यू हैव टू मेक अ ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ क्लास एंड देन यू कैन एक्सेस. Now we are going to understand in detail structure of class. We already know class contain variables and functions. So what is variable? Also known as a data member. They are the variables in your class. Member variable are part of your class, just like wheels and engine are part of your cars. So if you are having car, then there are various components present in your car, such as wheels, engine. So in variables are similar to the components of your class. Then member functions, also known as methods. Okay, we already saw function, method, procedure are same meaning. Then are the functions in your class. Member function are as much a part of your class as the member variable. They determine what the object of your class can do. Suppose car is your object, then car can move, stop. So these are the, we can say, the what car can do. So these are the functions: start, stop or move. So we can define these are in your function. So there is a one object oriented features, it is called as abstraction. So for implementing abstraction, as you know, abstraction means hiding of data or hiding of information. So to implement abstraction, if you mention data member, that is variable, you have to keep that private. Okay, any variable you are defining or declaring, you have to keep in the private part, and all the methods you are defining, you have to make that public. So we can implement abstraction. So method is accessible outside, but variable not accessible from outside the class. So in this way, here we provide the abstraction principle. So this is all about classes. So in next lecture we are going to understand with the example how class define, how to declare a class, how to declare a variable, how to declare a method. Before that we are covering what is object. What is object in C++? So in next lecture, first we cover object, and then we are going to cover the real-time example on classes.